With Amazon's recent takeover of MGM Studios and their new deal last week with Eon, the tech giant now has a say in James Bond's future. But what does that mean for the world's most famous spy? More movies? More TV series? A complete shake-up of the franchise? But more importantly for us, who will be the new Bond, and will they still wear an Omega?
Rolex.
Omega.
Beautiful.
Omega has had a good run, and they've got plenty of current models that could definitely fit into a new film. But is there a fitting alternative for the famous fictional spy? Today, I'm going to go over 5 British brands that I think are serious contenders. And at number 1, I'll reveal the brand that I really think should be the next Bond watch, along with my reasons why.
Now, pay attention, 007.
Now, all of my picks are British-owned brands. Let's be honest, the Swiss and the Japanese brands have had plenty of time on Bond's wrist over the years, and he is a British spy after all. So my pick at number 5 has to be Fairer, in particular the Fairer Fox World Timer and the Seagrave 3 Mono Pusher Chronograph, both strong contenders for the next Bond watch. Bond to me really needs a GMT watch. With his constant international missions, keeping track of multiple time zones I think is a must for him. The Fox World Timer features a world map at the center of the dial. You could probably imagine that doubling as a radar for tracking enemy locations. The bezel with its capitals around the world could easily double as a communication between 000 agents around the world based in those locations. And the bezel's crown looks like it could unscrew to perfectly conceal a detonator or even a GPS tracker that you can put in somebody's pocket. The second from Fairer is the Seagrave 3, and this watch just oozes class. Perfect for Bond to wear in a tuxedo. It also has that mono pusher at the top that could house a hidden gadget. Maybe this could jolt Bond back to life if he gets poisoned again, like in Casino Royale. Number 4 on my list is Bremont. Bremont's had a few up and downs, but it is a well-established British brand. My pick, very selfishly, is the Bremont S302. This is a robust dive GMT watch, robust enough for an agent in the field. The bezel could be modified into a buzzsaw to cut through a rope should Bond get kidnapped, and the triple lock case, imagining that being able to unscrew to reveal a hidden listening device. Maybe this could magnetize onto the side of a safe so that Bond could crack it to get some secret documents out of there. Also, I own this watch, so if it does become the next Bond watch, I had it before it was cool. Unfortunately, I think Bremont, boo, are going to be discontinuing this model, but hey, it still is a classic design, and maybe they'll bring out something new at Watches and Wonders that might fit the bill. Number 3, they had to be on the list, and that is Christopher Ward. And not just because Christopher Ward sounds like the perfect cover name for a spy, but because they have plenty of Bond-worthy watches. My picks for James Bond is the Trident 300 and, of course, the Bel Canto. The Trident 300 is a tough dive watch, and with that light catcher case, it's also sleek enough for a suit. And the GMT version of the Trident 300 is perfect for Bond's international travel lifestyle. The pronounced triangle on its bezel could double as a hidden cutting laser, GoldenEye style. And iconic to this model, that second hand has a very pronounced arrowhead. Maybe this could be repurposed as a secret directional pointer to navigate towards pre-targeted assets. Then there's the Bel Canto, elegant enough to impress the super rich villains over the poker table, and that dome sapphire could easily be used to magnify a laser or trick a biometric scanner into reading a fake eyeball if you could project a fake eyeball on the underside of it. And the chime of the Bel Canto, could that be modified into a high-frequency sonic weapon to disable enemies without harming them? And the activation button for the chime could double as a remote detonator, because every Bond needs a remote detonator on their watch, just like in Spectre. The only issue, of course, with using the Bel Canto is hiding it from those random watch enthusiasts who'll probably stop Bond mid-mission to ask about his watch. Not great when you're trying to maintain deep cover or follow a target, having watch collectors following you to bring some unwanted attention. Coming in at number 2 is Roger Smith. Roger Smith is one of the greatest living watchmen watchmakers, and he creates handcrafted masterpiece watches. His watches scream old money sophistication like Bond, making them perfect for him to infiltrate high stakes events. Wealthy collectors recognize Roger Smith watches, meaning Bond could use it to maintain his cover profile when he's tracking a target at an exclusive yacht party. If there was a brand that could secretly create a mechanical spy gadget, Roger Smith is probably the person that could do it. Coming in at number 1 is Fears, and they have to be, for me, the next Bond watch. And I think I do have a say in which will be the next Bond watch. I don't mean to boast here, but I'm fairly certain that Jeff Bezos watches my uploads. Now, he doesn't comment or message me directly, but sometimes when I order something on Amazon Prime with 2-day shipping, it mysteriously arrives the same day. Who else has that kind of power at Amazon? It's a subtle nod, but message received, Jeff. Message received. Fears is one of Britain's oldest watchmakers, perfect to make a special edition Bond watch. The Brunswick would be my pick because of its understated elegance, with just enough size to conceal maybe a grappling hook inside, a radio jammer, or maybe even a hidden Geiger counter using one of the small second versions to show radiation levels, similar to Bond in Thunderball. But unfortunately, with the Brunswick, Bond is going to have no idea what the current date is, unfortunately. But most importantly, why I picked Fears is the company just fits in a spy film. Their Bristol showroom looks like something straight out of Kingsman, and their managing director, Nicholas Bowman Scargill, could easily play the next Q effortlessly, or even a 00 agent himself. So Amazon, if you're listening, then put Fears top of your list. More importantly, what did you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, love it if you hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up and the bell notification, and I'll see you all next time on Casual Watch Reviews.